Okay, so here we go. We're ready to start the kick drum, which I believe is a 22 by 18. We'll confirm that later. And one of the first things I want to do is remove the glue that's right here. And all I did was spray it with Goo Gone, and just started scraping with this leftover piece of wood. So I already did like one scraping earlier, and you can see how that glue is gelling off. It's just galloping off everywhere. And I don't know how many times it's going to take. I know it's a pain in the ass to do, because I had to do it with my other drums. And I believe the rest of it has no glue anywhere, so we're just going to lightly sand it and inside and out to get it ready for the fiberglass coating. And I can still feel there's still glue residue on here. But again, it's just the same process over and over and over again. You keep working it off, and then eventually you hit it with the sander and we'll be down to bare wood. So again, I'm not going to keep showing this forever and ever and ever. I changed because it was too hot for sweats, but too cold for a tank top, so this works good. Plus I'm also switching to a plastic scraper because I want to get a little closer. Again, there's still a lot of residue on here. And let's see if we can show you how much we're still getting off. Quite a bit. So that's how much we're still getting off of there. And this is probably, we're getting close to the end, maybe a couple more scrapes, or scrape, clean, respray with goop, and we should be done soon. And just an FYI, between these scrapings, I know on camera it's like instantaneous, but I am waiting a few minutes between each section of spraying and scraping. Respray, let it sit for a couple of minutes, and then scrape. So again, not to film the same crap over and over and over again, I'm going to cut out here and come back later on. Okay, so I don't feel any more glue residue. It looks pretty good. So I'm going to let it dry for a little bit, then we're going to come back and start sanding it. So I should mention from earlier, if you're going to use this, initially make sure it's nice, smooth finish. not ragged, or you might gouge. Not that it matters because we're going to cover it anyway. So we're going to let it dry a little bit. And it's dry, but I just want to let it dry more. And then we're going to come back and start sanding it so we get better bond with our fiberglass and fiberglass resin. Okay, so I kind of started already, but not much. We're going to hit it up with 220 grit. Okay, so like I said, we're just hitting it up with 220. This kick drum is a good candidate for just a wrap without the fiberglass because of how smooth it is and how nice the wood is. But I'm still gonna fiberglass this one because I want it to match the silver set, because it's gonna be for the silver set. So, you know, again, not like the Tom when we peeled it and we took some of the wood finish off. This one is perfectly smooth, beautiful condition. So just a plain wrap would be awesome without the fiberglass, but I want to fiberglass it. But there's also kind of a test to see what kind of sound I get from these fiberglass wrap drums, which so far, so good. I could film the next half hour worth of sanding, but I'm not. We'll just come back for the next step. Okay, so you can see we flipped it over. Now we're going to do this side. You can see the difference. Like I said, guys, this drum is in excellent condition considering I got it from Goodwill. It is a Tama. It is a Tama Rockstar, and this is going to work out just unbelievable. Like I said, if you're going to do like the real drum wraps, it doesn't matter how bad the shell looks. But if you're going to do the stuff from Amazon, which is way cheaper, the smoother the finish, the better, unless you're going to use the thicker, like the black confetti one that I was using for the black drum set. The thicker the wrap, the more defects it can hide. This one is beautiful. This is in perfect condition for any of the Amazon wraps, even the thin ones. I also decided to go ahead and use, after I did 220, I went with a 40 grit to scratch up the surface so that the fiberglass resin has something better to bind onto, to bite onto. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the inside, sand it. Again, I'm not going to show a half an hour worth of sanding. You guys know what that looks like. Or find a channel that shows that. But I'm not going to show it. All right, so we're going to start now the fiberglass process. I didn't show you taping this off because that's easy. Why do I need to show you that? I'm going to mix the hardener and resin, and I'm going to start applying These are just your basic rollers. These suck, don't use these, but this is all I got right now and I'm gonna use it. And I'll try to show you as much as I can, but if I get in the way, I get in the way, because it's more important for me to finish this the right way than for you guys to see it. So my old can, I'm gonna try to use as much as I can. Let me go get my rubber gloves on. This is a messy, sloppy, dirty, nasty thing, FYI. And it will task your patience. Now, if I don't finish the whole thing, that's okay, because we can always restart from this edge or whatever side and fade it in and continue tomorrow. And this is all I'm going to show you today. So all right, and I'm not even going to play around with this damn can. Screw it. We're going to consider this dead, even though I know there's some in there. It's probably just the coldness right now. And if I run out of resin, which I might, to finish this, again, we can still continue it. It'll be okay. There is specific measurements that you have to follow. I, of course, will not. Dead. Of course, this has to be all gooey and gunky. I don't know what the magical formula is, but the more hardener you put, the faster the resin dries. That's it. Obviously, because it's colder out today, this is thicker. In the summertime, it's a lot thinner. And then the other great thing is, in the wintertime, though, you get more work time with it. Thank you, wind. I'll put a little more for good look. And all my goal is today is to get this piece done. That's it. That's all I want to do. If I get that done, I'm going to be so freaking happy. I am probably going to have to peel off my tape to get these edges. I don't want the fiberglass to touch the factory edge. So I left a little bit of a gap also. But there's going to be a little overlap, so I'm going to peel it off. The section I'm doing, peel it off, and then I'm going to hit it up with the roller to tack it down, and it should be good. Jeez Louise. Almost lost the whole thing, baby. All right. Again, I don't know if you guys can see or not, but okay. I am, even though I'm losing the battle, I'm trying to get these to stick down so I don't have to keep fighting them. All right, hopefully that'll do it. So I have to mix me some more resin here. Okay. Hopefully it'll stop freaking flipping on me and let me get this one side done. But I'm gonna have to mix more resin. probably just barely going to have enough. I hope. I might not have enough, guys. I should not have started this project without verifying that I have enough just to get this done. So that's going to suck, but the gnats and flies are horrible today. You get a little bit of heat here in South Texas, and the bugaloos come out like crazy. Okay, so this is not good because I thought I had more than what I have. It is what it is. I might have to run up to the auto parts store, but I might be able to make it work. Because we want it to be wet like this so it bonds. But I don't know. Not good. Damn gnats. Now I'm going to try to go a hell of a lot thinner than what I've been doing. But that's not a good thing to do. Not good at all. And it definitely doesn't help that the gnats are really attacking right now. All right, hopefully we can make it, guys. It is gonna be freaking close, man. Okay, you know what? Let me try to get this done. See how this goes. And then hopefully I'll have enough to spread it really good. I mean, I think we're barely gonna make it. Barely, freaking barely. I don't know if you guys could see the white spots in there. The white spots, that's what we want to wipe out. That makes sure, it ensures that the resin is inside of the fiberglass cloth, and all of the fiberglass cloth is wet. If it's white, it's not wet, and possible air bubbles. The way it was explained to me how it works is that this stuff slightly melts the cloth. And causes a chemical reaction to do that. And then obviously you know how resins and hardeners work. And I hate to use that up right there, but it looks like I'm gonna have to. Hey, don't fall down on me. Not good. All right. And again, maybe with the sun there, let me see what the camera angle looks like. All right, I mean, that's not bad. You guys can kind of see that. So we barely made it. I was in panic mode, actually. So I'm gonna spread this out as much as I can throughout. I gotta peel the tape off. While this is still wet. And I'm going to try to make as much resin and hardener as I can with what's left. But the smart thing would have been not to do this. With what little I had. Yeah, let me take these gloves off. I don't want to touch my X-Acto knife, but all right. So let's do this side since it's closest to you. So because there's an overlap, I don't know if you can see it coming off. There's an overlap there. We need to take this off. I'm getting shit all over my X-Acto knife. All right, get that out of my life. And now we gotta kind of gunk this down. This is why I was telling you this is not very good to use. Ay, 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 ay. See, I would peel it up here. If I had not cut it as wide, this would not have been as big a problem. Anything like that that dries, we'll be able to sand it out later. Like this. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Like this right here. We can sand that off later. All right. I want to see how much is left. I mean, actually, this is not bad. We could call it a done deal because there's no white spots. And we got the edges down good. But I don't know. I am superstitious. I want to do more. But also, don't take chances you don't have to take. It is good, guys. Let me take my gloves in and zoom in and show you. Yeah, you can't really see with the shade. We got it pretty good, guys. Like I said, I'll be honest with you, I was panicking there for a while, but we actually got it really good. Probably spread the resin out a little bit thinner than I would have liked, but it's still good. It will not affect the work we did. All right, I cannot finish the other half, so we'll pause it, get more fiberglass hardener and resin and fiberglass cloth and continue. Okay, so here we are with part 2, day 2. I already got the second piece measured and cut. We still got still a little bit tacky, but some parts are nice and dry, and that's okay. Like I said, because the weather is so damn cold right now. The colder it is, the longer it takes to dry. The warmer it is, the faster it dries. The more hardener you put in, the faster it dries. The less hardener you put in, it does not dry as fast. Right now I'm using the old jar from yesterday. Finish that up. I'm gonna open up the new jar, new container, and mix up and get started. Again, nothing different from yesterday. Got a new cap on these. Not seen this cap before. I should probably look at the damn instructions. Hard to rip off. I don't know if you're supposed to tear it or what, or fold it. There you go, fold it. Hopefully these plastic caps are a lot better and easier than the old metal caps. This is new. This is the first new Bondo fiberglass resin, epoxy, whatever the hell I've bought in a while. So we'll see. looks the same. I better get my gloves on. So hopefully 2 of these cups will finish up is what we learned yesterday. First time I've ever done a bass drum. And guys, again, I am not a freaking drum fixer. Look at this random cat. I've seen him around before, but kitty, you want to be our cat? Our outdoor ranch cat? Okay, freaking cat. Scared the shit out of me. All right. Anyway, let me get my gloves on. Let me get to mixing. If this bores you, fast forward. And anyway, again, like I said, you know, this is just a technique that I developed to save. I just ripped my damn gloves to save that 16-inch tom. And I wasn't going to share this, but I said, oh, what the hell? What is it going to, you know, I'm not going to become a millionaire fixing, selling drums like this. I was looking, as I was thinking, how can I fix that drum and not lose it? And I don't even know how the idea came to me about the fiberglass. And then I looked for it on YouTube to see if anyone else is doing it. And no, there's a company who has one video out bragging about they fiberglass their drums, and that's it. So, and I don't know, you know, if people are going to start copying this or not, and then I lose out on millions. I have no freaking clue. But we'll see. And again, I don't measure this the right way. I don't do it the right way. It works. The more hardener you put in, the faster it dries. The less you put in. I don't know what the minimum amount is, but I usually load up the hardener, guys. Just because that's what I do. And again, everything I do is the wrong way. So please don't tell me this is all wrong, because I already know that. Let me stir it up over the top of this just in case we have spillage. And then the roller I'm using is the wrong roller for fiberglassing. But on the first couple of drums that I've done, the 16-inch, the 12-inch, and the 13-inch is how I did it, and it worked fine. Doing the interior of smaller drums is a pain in the butt, because if your roller is too big to fit in there, you got to find a little smaller roller or cut the handle off. So, and now I'll see what kind of a paint. Oh my God, I didn't expect that to be so easy. About to say, to see what kind of pain in the butt it is to do this. Again, this is not the right roller to use for this, but it works. And again, you know, it starts falling apart on you. I think the yellow ones are a little bit harder material that lasts longer. These are okay, they just fall apart on you. And I'm gonna experiment with maybe something different next time. Okay, so because bass drums are bigger, and this was the first time I've ever done a kick drum, I feel like pouring it on and rolling it out worked better. Like I said, I think fortunately, because it's still cold and this is still tacky, I think we'll get a lot better bond with that. It would have been better to have done it yesterday, but again, I ran out of resin. damn sunglasses off so I can see better. Yes. Okay.
I left the house. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I got my key and I got gloves on. I can't let you out.
I'll do it. Don't worry. Yes, to return the thing on the way back.
Yes, dear. Okay, let's make our last batch. I think I'm going to do a half a cup. All right, so things are going pretty damn good, pretty damn quick. I'm pretty happy. Right now, I'm making a half a cup. I know I'm gonna probably regret it in the end. It is what it is. That'll sand out later. Like I said, once she's dry, I do give it a light sanding, but you still get a nice texture that looks cool as hell. I just hope that half a cup's enough. I won't be so stressed if it's not. All right, let's finish this baby up. All right, man. We got a good overlap. We got no white spots, which means air trapped. Pretty smooth. All right, let's peel off this tape here. I don't have anything sharp to stick in there. Son of a B word. Come on, baby. I wish I'd have just, it would have been so much easier if I had, I just made it, the fiberglass shorter, but there goes my stick in the dirt. Can't recycle that baby. That's okay. And this is all it takes to fix it, but it's just an extra pain in the ass step. Now I gotta get this one out. My stick got freaking dirty. Ay, 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 ay. All right, we're always making dilemmas for ourselves, you know? So it looks like if I can't get this one and the other side off, I'm gonna have to go take my gloves off. You know, this would be so easy and over with already. Where the hell did my stick go? All right, that one's good. Using a clean end. Not that if we got dirt in here it would matter, because we could paint right over it. Always gotta be something to make the project a pain in the ass. It never just be a nice, straight, easy. Wham bam, thank you, we're done. Project can it. Always gotta be something. All right, let's get a little bit of gunk on there. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all it takes. Not a dilemma. Do I use this to just go around? And I don't have to. Man, it just sucks to throw away stuff. Go around and do a little bit here and there, just for the hell of it. Again, this is, you don't have to do this. I just wanted to use this, the rest of this up. And just for the hell of it, since we're still here, I am going to move the vent port, the airport, whatever the hell it's called, to the bottom, from the top to the bottom. So we'll be patching that. And moving it. FYI. All right, I think I'm done with this. I don't think I want to mess around with this anymore. Because right now everything's going real good. All right, guys, that's it. I don't know if I'm going to show you doing the outside. I probably will. The outside is easier than the inside. I don't know. All right, but we'll see. Later.